After working in construction for the last 10 years, Patrick understands more than most the damage high-risk contractors can cause. So in 2018, he developed a platform to help construction firms assess contractor risk in a fast, easy and reliable way before hiring them. Welcome.
Thank you. COVID-19 has hit construction hard. Once stable and reliable contractors are now on the brink of collapse. If you're about to hand over the construction reins to a third party, you need to know that they can be trusted to deliver the project successfully. But finding this information has become a time-consuming and expensive task. That's why we built Anility, a cloud-based subscription platform that provides companies with accurate and reliable information to assess contractor risk in a fast and easy way. Financial and historical performance data is used to identify red flags within the contractors bidding on a project. Contractors are then compared against one another using a series of intuitive dashboards and reports. Once in construction, contractor performance is tracked and logged continuously throughout the build. At the completion of each project, data is stored in contractor risk profiles and reused on future evaluations. As a result, companies are able to make more informed, educated decisions that reduce risk and create a positive impact on the project budget, program, and overall client satisfaction. We're currently piloting Anility on projects across Australia and are looking for motivated companies to join us on our journey. If this sounds like you or you're interested in learning more, please get in touch. Thank you.
Thanks very much. I'm just wondering how you get the contractors to engage in that process and provide them information.
Provide the data.
Potentially, if you're thinking about it, that might put them at a disadvantage if they're honest.
Correct, yeah. So the two types of data that we get financial data from the contractors. So it's important to note that the financial data we get is kept private and secure. So no one ever sees any of the numbers on a financial statement. Instead, we've created a scoring system out of 100, which essentially demonstrates a company's financial capacity to take on new work. And the second type of data that we collect is by the customers directly, so they audit the performance of each contractor, and based off that, we remove any subjectiveness and bias, so it's a true indication of how they perform. So companies essentially that perform well will rise, and the ones that don't will essentially float to the bottom.
Who's really taking it up now? What level of size of construction company is
So our target market ideally is principal contractors, so builders with turnover over 10 mil. So obviously the greater size project, the greater risk and the more benefit Anility provides. We've also started to see a lot of benefit out of councils, especially by automating those time-consuming processes. So we don't necessarily just provide a check, but we've developed risk analysis tools that we can then use that information and apply to the project.
So are you always aiming at that bigger end of the market, or do you see it being able to go back down into the smaller contractors?
Yeah,
as well?
eventually. So we're sort of taking a top to the bottom approach.
Right.
So we're starting with owners essentially, so government type of thing, councils that engage with principal contractors and then subcontractors. So by doing that, they'd invite these contractors to the platform, and then we can build from the bottom up and help subcontractors verify that builders pay them, etc.
And what sort of team have you got around your BD now?
Yeah, so the full-time team, there's three of us. So we have myself as the CEO and founder. I do most of the business development and sales. We also have a CTO who does all of the tech side of stuff, and then we have a marketing.
And is a lot of the selling still direct selling with these types of builders, or are you getting much more traffic online?
At the moment, it's direct relationship based, as construction is. But what we're started to see is that a few of the free accounts that have been invited to be, assessed have now become paying customers.
Yeah. I mean, I could see in this business getting a sales team on board pretty quick would be pretty important, because that, again, your ability, your capacity to get out to a bigger market is pretty constrained.
Definitely, completely agree.
With that, needing that direct selling approach in this sort of industry.
Yeah, that's the plan. So the next 12 months, what we'll be looking to do is increase that sales team.
Hi, Pat. I can definitely see how this helps principal contractors select subcontractors. What if I've already got subcontractors I'm working with? Have you got utility there in terms of benchmarking for performance and governance and things of those nature?
Definitely. So the way that construction is obviously a relationship-driven industry, and pre-existing relationships are always going to mean a lot, but the approach we're taking is we're not saying replace these pre-existing relationships, but we're sort of saying, embrace technology and use our data to support and drive better decision making. So, within the platform, we've obviously got benchmarking so that you can actually compare your existing contractors versus the market, and another of tools that can help manage the contractors that you already have in place.
Perfect.
Well, it gives them the ability, or you the ability to give them feedback about what might make a difference.
Definitely. So at the completion of each job, there's an opportunity or ongoing throughout the job where the subcontractor can review the audits that have been completed on them, and based off that, you can have a dialogue and conversation in areas that you believe they can improve and
Okay.
so forth.
It's good. It's good business.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Nice work.
But if you've got a big project and you're dealing with unique contractors, we often don't know much about them.
Yeah.
So if you've got a way and it is time consuming and expensive
Yeah.
to get those background checks.
Yeah.